It was an ordinary evening in 2023. The front porch was calm, still, lit softly by the glow of the overhead lights. Fall flowers lined the entrance, vivid, peaceful, a picture of suburban quiet. A single Amazon parcel rested near the door. Nothing unusual, just another delivery in a world full of them. The Ring camera watched silently, recording every second. Then, a second delivery driver appeared, wearing a uniform, holding a package, walking up with confidence, like he belonged there. From a distance, it looked routine, just another stop on his route. But what happened next was anything but routine. He stepped onto the porch, dropped the package he carried, and without a moment's hesitation, bent down, picked up the Amazon box that wasn't his to take. No glance around, no pause, no guilt. He tucked it neatly under his arm, turned, and walked away as if nothing had happened. The camera caught everything: his face, his clothing, his vehicle, every step, every move, recorded in crystal clarity. Later that night, the homeowner reviewed the footage and froze. Her heart sank as she realized the truth. Her package hadn't gone missing. It had been stolen by another delivery driver. Someone trusted to bring packages safely had done the exact opposite. She reported the theft immediately, contacted customer service, but the response was silence. No apology, no resolution, no compensation. Frustrated and determined to be heard, she shared the footage online, warning others to be careful, to watch their deliveries, to never assume trust means safety. Because sometimes the people we rely on to bring things to our doors might just take them away. It was the afternoon of February 26, 2019. A quiet neighborhood in Alva, Florida, Telegraph Creek Lane. The Ring camera on one home's front porch was rolling. Everything looked calm. Still, 3 Amazon packages sat neatly by the door, delivered earlier that day. Nothing unusual, just the sound of the breeze and the hum of the afternoon. But at 4:27 p.m. the peace was broken. A woman appeared. Black t-shirt, blue jeans, cautious steps up the porch. She paused, looked around, then knocked lightly on the door. No answer. Her demeanor shifted. Calm became intent. She bent down, inspecting the boxes one by one. Then, without hesitation, she grabbed 2 packages and walked off toward a white sedan waiting by the curb. Even as she moved, she kept glancing over her shoulder, checking for witnesses, for anyone watching. Moments later, she returned, this time for the last box. She picked it up, headed back to the car, placed it inside, and drove away, vanishing down the street. The entire act, every motion, every glance, every detail, captured clearly on the Ring camera. Authorities later confirmed the stolen items were worth around $272. The footage has since been turned over to investigators, who are still working to identify the suspect behind this quiet afternoon theft. The security camera kept its steady watch, recording the stillness of the night. For a while, nothing, just the quiet hum of the street and the familiar silence that wrapped around the home. Then, headlights. They cut through the darkness, growing brighter, until a vehicle slowed to a stop in front of the house. From it, a woman stepped out. She wore a checked shirt, cream-colored pants, and sneakers. Her face, partially covered, a clear sign she didn't want to be recognized. She moved carefully, each step measured, as she climbed the short stairs to the porch. Her eyes locked on the package. She paused, watching, thinking. For a moment, it looked like she might walk away. Her hand reached out, hovered, then pulled back. But then she turned again, and this time, she didn't hesitate. In one quick motion, she lifted the box into her arms and ran. Down the steps, across the path, back toward her waiting car. She opened the door, tossed the parcel inside, and drove off into the night. Gone, just as fast as she came. The camera kept rolling, capturing the empty porch, the silence, the space where the package once sat. Every detail recorded: her clothes, her movements, the car she drove, and the exact moment the crime occurred. A reminder that even under the calm glow of porch lights, someone is always watching. And sometimes, that's the only reason we ever find out what happened. It was the afternoon of May 3rd. At first, it looked like any normal day. Customers came and went. Nothing seemed unusual. But the store's CCTV would later reveal something else. Around 4 p.m., a man in a gray hoodie and sweatpants walked in. He moved slowly, calmly, pretending to browse the refrigerators. To anyone watching, he looked like just another shopper. But he wasn't there for a drink. When the staff turned away, he ducked under the counter, slipping quietly into the restricted area behind the register. He opened drawers, cabinets, even tried the safe. And then he found it, a bundle of cash, tucked away in one of the drawers. He pocketed the money, calm, collected, and started walking toward the door as if nothing had happened. What he didn't know was that another man, his lookout, was waiting near the front counter, watching, ready to warn or distract if things went wrong. One after another, the two men left. No panic, no rush, just two strangers disappearing into the crowd. Hours later, the store owner realized the cash was gone. He checked the cameras, and that's when the truth came out. The entire thing, a coordinated theft, executed in plain sight. It was the quiet morning of June 24th, 2021, at the Plough Inn in Balby, Doncaster. The day began like any other. The pub was still. The CCTV cameras were rolling, watching over the back lot, where nothing seemed out of place. Until just after 10 a.m., a man appeared, hoodie up, tracksuit on, blue cap pulled low. He crept into view, nervous, jittery, his eyes darting left and right, checking, watching, waiting. But what he didn't realize was that every move was being recorded. He went for the first door, locked, then another, locked again. Frustration built. He kicked the door, once, twice, again, but the door refused to give. Defeated, he circled to the front of the pub, and there, he found his way in. The patio door was unlocked. He slipped inside, moving through the dining area, head down, hood up, trying to hide his face from the cameras. He knew where he was going. Through a connecting door, into the lounge, then straight to the courtesy corner. And there, he found his prize. 2 bottles of Newcastle Brown Ale. He grabbed them, turned, and fled. But what he didn't count on was the clarity of the cameras. Every step, every glance, even his half-hidden face, captured in perfect detail. That footage now sits with South Yorkshire Police, and the investigation continues. Stay alert. Stay safe. It was July 30th, 2024, a quiet afternoon in the Price Hill neighborhood of Cincinnati. The streets looked peaceful. Cars rolled by. People walked their dogs. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The homeowner had just returned from work. He stood on his porch, enjoying the stillness of the day, when suddenly, everything changed. 3:58 p.m. A distant cry broke through the calm. Then a young girl came running toward the house.
You okay? What's going on?
He's coming.
Who's coming? Talk to me.
It was 13-year-old Jalen Earl. She was trembling, gasping for air, tears streaming down her face. One of her eyes, swollen black. Between sobs, she managed to cry out, "Help me. He's coming. He's coming." The homeowner froze, startled. He stepped forward, voice shaking. "Are you okay? What's going on?" But Jalen didn't answer. She bolted past him, rushing straight into the house. The Ring camera captured every second. The confusion, the panic, the sound of footsteps and frightened voices echoing from inside.
Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Get out of my house! What's up, dog? Get out of my house! Now! Now! Hey! Get tonight! Get the Get out! Get out! Get out! Hey!
The homeowner's children stood in shock as Jalen collapsed onto the living room floor, screaming and crying uncontrollably. He tried to calm her. "It's okay. You're safe here." But moments later, a new voice outside. Louder, angrier. The camera caught him. A man at the door. Jalen's stepfather. The second she saw him, Jalen let out a piercing scream and ran toward the back of the house in terror. The man demanded to be let in, pounding on the door, shouting, but the homeowner refused. He stood firm, protective, unmoving. The confrontation grew tense. He told the man to leave. Then, picking up the phone, he called the police. "Some girl came running into my house," he said breathlessly. "She's terrified." Then a man showed up after her. By the time officers arrived, Jalen had fled through the back door, disappearing into the neighborhood. That evening, she was reported missing. Hours later, she was found safe, identified as the daughter of Tiffany Johnson. When police questioned her, the truth came out. Jalen revealed that her mother's boyfriend, her stepdad, had been abusing her. When she tried to fight back, he beat her, leaving the bruise seen that day. She said she feared for her life. That's why she ran. The case remains under active investigation. Her stepfather faces serious allegations of assault and abuse. And thanks to one homeowner's courage, a terrified 13-year-old girl was given a chance to survive and to speak her truth.